It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Washington Wizards. Well, for Washington, one thing we know, they feel they match up well in this contest. It's obviously an opponent they're confident going up against. We won't have to wait long to see if that confidence is well-founded. And tonight it's a race of thoroughbreds, two clubs that can go end to end in a flash. What is it that makes these teams so good in transition?
THTATDI.
And what does that mean?
They have athletes to do it. Athletes to do it.
I knew what that meant.
That's it. Good ball handlers and good finishes, man. THTHTDI.
Not only that, they spend a lot of time perfecting it. The moment they get the ball, TLTP, they look to push.
WSIDTKH
What's that?
FTC.
Whatever
We
that
send
is.
it down to Kevin Harlan for the call.
I never wanna waste your time. My life, so precious. Is yours, is mine. Hey, look at the time. My God, so precious. Is yours, is mine.
It's the Eastern Conference on display featuring the Philadelphia 76ers. You're in for a treat as we bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Hello, everyone. With Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be hearing from our Hall of Famer on the sideline, David Aldridge. And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Hey, Kevin, Sixers coach Brett Brown says that Philadelphia reminds him of his hometown of Boston. He said the city has tremendous pride. The city wants winners. It's a tough, no-nonsense city. Nobody's sugarcoating anything. And I love that because you can just tell it like it is. My responsibility is to produce a team that plays hard. Guys?
Thanks, David. Right on the money. Philly's passion for sports is something that makes them so unique. And both these teams very aggressive. Looking at early offense, transition defense, I think would be critical. What do you think?
Up-tempo basketball, Kevin. Up-tempo basketball. Right now, the pace. How do you control the pace? You got to control the boards. You got to be aggressive on the defensive end because this game can get out of hand if you don't get back on D.
Let's get a nice, clean game, huh?
And so here we go, the 76ers to start it. I'll look at the 76ers starting group. Covington and Simmons, the duo at forward. Jared Bayless is out there with J.J. Redick, and it's Embiid in at the center position. Now, here's Covington. The fadeaway, and off the front iron, and in it goes. Covington's got the first points of the night for Philadelphia. All with it. He feeds it to Beal. Smith with a screen on Simmons. Beal from long range buries it from three-point range. Beal's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball. On defense, Washington. Bayless dishes to Simmons. High arcing shot, and so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
And when Simmons is taking it strong to the cup, he's looking for a foul. Love this guy's aggressiveness.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change. And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks, thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
Now here's Gortat. The feed to Wall. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Bayless. Misses off the right iron.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Simmons against Smith. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. Covington passes to Bayless. Over to Wall. No good on the shot. So it's the Wizards now. And Beal kicks to Wall. Wall missing again.
Not easy to miss a clean look inside like that, but he manages to do it.
It's stolen by Smith. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Count that one.
I mean, wow. The scoring ability of Beal is so impressive.
Well, you have to like the aggressiveness of Beal that he has injected into his game, Chris, as he's developed.
The free throw attempts and three-point attempts are both up for Beal as he's developed. I mean, those are two of the most efficient ways to score as a guard. Overall, looks so much more engaged and sleek out on the floor.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw, no good for Beal.
And you could argue Bradley Beal was one of the bigger all-star snubs from last season. It's great to see what he can do when finally healthy, and has always been a dangerous scorer when he's at 100%. And Simmons is accustomed to finishing over all types of defenders. That jump shot is just pure gold.
Here's Wall. Gets that one to fall after missing his first two. 1 for 3 from the field. And with Beal, and Greg, you brought this up with his help because he hadn't been able really to play a full slate of games in his first 4 years in the NBA.
Yeah, and credit him for dedicating his efforts to improve his health. I mean, was a time when you thought injuries would maybe limit his career, but when he's on the court, he is one of the best we have at that off-guard position, and he's only going to get better.
Now here's Beal after the miss from Joel Embiid. Beal dishes the Wall. Shoots over Bayless, and it's Wall. That time the assist from Beal. Wall's got his second bucket of the night.
I love seeing Wall get going from the mid-range. Now he has a solid jump shot from this spot.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Now here's Redick looking for his first basket still in this one. Covington passes to Simmons. 6 to shoot. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Really like watching Simmons go to work down low with his length and strength. There aren't many guys that can keep up with him.
Porter kicks to Wall. Smith sets the pick for Wall. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Nice way to start the evening. His numbers getting called, and for good reason.
Well, yeah, he's a guy who can carry you for stretches, long stretches in this game. You want to get him involved early and often.
Well, there are a lot of incredible athletes in the NBA, but Chris, in terms of pure up and down speed, John Wall might be the best.
Oh, and it seems like Wall almost does that once a game, doesn't it? I mean, in the open floor, he can just run by most guards, and he's great at controlling his speed and changing direction.
And that one falls for Wall.
I love the attitude of this young man, John Wall. He plays with a real passion, and for his teammates, it's infectious. And he makes them better, too.
Now here's Bayless. And there's the pass to Covington. Feeds to Simmons. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Simmons got 6 points.
And Simmons is so deft with the floater, freezing the D completely.
Now here's Wall. 7 points in the game. Shoots over Bayless. Here's Gortat. And he banks in the layup.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
The 76ers trail by 6. Embiid the screen. Embiid sets the pick for Simmons. Kicks to Redick. Here's Bayless, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
If you leave him alone, he'll drain that mid-range jumper all day long.
Pass to Gortat. Outside for Beal. Smith with a screen on Embiid. Beal can't get it to go.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
The best laid plans, right? Well, I tell you right there, though, that's one they'll take every single time.
No good from Simmons. Washington leading now by 4. Outside, Beal. On the wing, Porter. Bayless covering. The 76ers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Wall with the steal. Over Bayless. That one a little long. The 76ers trail by 4. Up top, Simmons. Covered by Smith. No good from Simmons. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Wall dishes to Gortat. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
It's like Wall has a sixth sense of knowing when guys are open. Outstanding to quickly getting them the ball.
Now here's Bayless, covered by Wall. And Bayless kicks to Simmons. Embiid the screen. Inside, clock at 6. Over Smith. That one off the back iron and out.
He gets some extra attention from the D on that trip, and it throws the shot off.
Outside, Porter. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Well, it took some time to develop, but Otto Porter is starting to put everything together. He was considered a bit of a project when he came into the NBA, drafted 3rd overall, but all the promises now being fulfilled as he is a great do-it-all forward.
Gentlemen.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Mahimi's checked in for Gortat. Kelly Oubre comes in for Jason Smith. Jody Meeks, he's checked in for Beal. And Tim Frazier's subbed in for John Wall. And Porter, no good on that one. And you forget at times that Otto Porter was taken 3rd overall, Chris, as you mentioned. He's shown great development. He's had a big jump in play year after year.
Yeah, but so often guys who are considered projects that are picked early, they never develop. Porter was a risk, but made sure he lived up to his draft spot.
And Luwawu gets it to go. Washington leading now by 6. Frazier kicks to Porter. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
McConnell kicks to Johnson. Fultz. Rebound by Mahimi.
You expected him to drop the hammer there, but the D was just good enough to cause the miss.
Frazier the pass to Porter. Frazier outside for three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Fultz. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Johnson the screen. Hits the three-point bomb.
Next, a great pick that time by Johnson. I mean, that's another area where he excels.
Frazier kicks to Meeks. Left side, Porter. Meeks on the wing. Shot clock at 6. From 13, here's Mahinmi. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Mahimi's got his first bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Johnson the screen. Fultz kicks to Šarić. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Fultz really sees the floor well, and an efficient guard who shares the ball.
There's the dish to Oubre. Meeks passes to Mahinmi. Over Johnson. Mahimi's shot is good. Mahimi's got his second basket of the night.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Passes to Luwawu. Back to Šarić. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Well, there are a lot of players who seemingly have ice in their veins when the game is on the line. They do not blink. When you think about those kind of players, who might be the most mentally tough in the league right now?
Well, it's so hard to tell who really is mentally tough because you don't know what these guys are thinking. But I know who looks like just cold stone, just merciless players out there, and that's Kawhi Leonard because
Yes.
you never know. You know Kawhi is a nice guy, but, you know, he'll shoot a shot that'll end the game and then just give you such a cold look. And I think Isaiah Thomas is that way. I mean, I think so many players, of course, LeBron, Curry have been that way their whole career. But Kawhi Leonard seems to be that next coming of ice in his veins.
And Washington making a change here. Scott's checked in. And he sinks the second.
Well, the clear strength of this Wizard team is their backcourt. Wall and Bill, one of the best backcourts in the league. They are a driving force for this team.
Frazier kicks to Scott. Frazier outside. He dishes it to Oubre. Johnson against Mahinmi. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
And really few teams in NBA history have undertaken the sort of extreme makeover the Sixers did over the last 4 years, and a lot of losing along the way, but the fans have been surprisingly supportive of the rebuilding process.
Two shots.
That free throw good from Mahinmi. And before the rebuild, the Sixers for a long time were stuck in mediocrity. Treading water, Greg, as they might say.
Yeah, and it's hard to make that leap without top draft picks. And the Sixers plumbed the depths, if you will. Now, though, I think they found their treasure trove.
And he makes the first but misses the second. The 76ers trail by 7. Pass to Luwawu. Johnson the screen. A floater. Dishes to Fultz. Another miss by Philadelphia.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Oubre. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Mahinmi.
And for the Sixers, trust the process was the motto. And the process now finally bearing fruit. You see the young talent. Now it's about figuring out how all these pieces fit together.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw good from Mahinmi. Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. Mahinmi hits them both. 1:07 left in the first. The 76ers trail by 9. McConnell kicks to Fultz. He feeds it to Šarić. The pass to Fultz. Screen by Šarić. Here's Embiid, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. You were talking about the fit for these young Sixers. A bit of a logjam in recent seasons in their front court.
Yeah, I mean, they were in talent acquisition mode, just going for the best player available. And now as they see things taking shape, it's time to try and balance the roster.
The first one falls. And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. You know, he came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
Now here's Frazier. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And there's the feed to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Washington. Kicks to Meeks. Pass to Oubre. Frazier right side. On the money from 12 feet away. Frazier's got his first points in this one.
And offensively, they've done a great job here of staying in rhythm.
Yeah, of the 2 teams, they're taking the more makeable shots. Let's see if they can sustain it throughout the game.
McConnell passes to Luau. He kicks it to Embiid. And it's Meeks with the rebound. And that does it for the first quarter. Washington out in front, up 9. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the Duke Blue Devils, both offensively and as a lightning rod for fans.
I think I'll forever be associated with Duke and Duke basketball. And obviously that's a polarizing topic for some people. They like me, some people don't like me. But I take a lot of pride in the fact that I went to school there, I got to play there, and I graduated from Duke.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and having gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kev. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Getting high percentage looks, wearing down that defense on the inside.
Right, and as the defense collapses, that opens up inside-out opportunities.
2 shots.
Productive first quarter.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. Saric is out there with Embiid, and it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. And Chris, you had a great and very long playing career. Talk about how that's prepared you for broadcasting.
I think it's prepared me for broadcasting because I have a unique take on what it takes to get ready, kind of the things that you can't be taught, kind of the war wounds, the scars that you had. I can kind of peel mine back and explain how I got them. I think that by playing for young teams, good teams, bad coaches, good coaches, by being in different situations, it allows me to explain to the fan base what a player is actually going through or maybe what play is going to happen next. So I love being able to have the technical side of it with the plays because of the coaches I played for, but also being very close with some great players, understanding the mental aspect. And really, honestly, Kev, I know you're not going to, like this too well, but I work with great guys like you. So when you throw up a softball and we get to talk about something that we love, man, and you make me look great, it's easy, man, working with great teammates. You know that great teammates make you better, and you're the best point guard in the business the way you throw the assist out there. So, yeah, I've been fortunate to have good experience, and I got great teammates, and I'm having a blast doing it.
Well, you sound great, and it's an honor to work with you, but I always like the take. You always give me an answer that sometimes I don't expect, and I think that's what the fans like about your commentary.
Yeah, when I used to watch the games, and I've seen some great guys, George Blaha from Detroit, I grew up watching him, and I just love just the pure honesty of what you're thinking at that moment, and don't take it personal because I love the game, and so I don't want to have to try to protect a thought or an old school or a group of people. If a guy plays bad and he's the best in the world, I'm going to say it, and if he made a move I've never seen, I'm just really going to say it, and so I try not to exaggerate and just say specifically how I feel, and I'm glad to be a part of a game that can fill you with so much emotions. It's easy just being yourself.
Now, here's Oubre, looking for his first basket still in this one. Now, here's Wall. He's guarded closely. That's good, and that evens things out. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game. The 76ers trail by 11. Passes it to Luwawu. Feeds it to Fultz. Embiid sets the pick for Fultz. And a miss there on the triple.
Oh, he finds a major hole in the D beyond the arc. They still can't cash in on it.
Meeks can't hit.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
McConnell kicks to Embiid. Here's Luwawu. He has 5. Softly drops in the floater. Luwawu's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
And Wall kicks to Meeks. Oubre dishes to Gortat. In the corner, it's Oubre. Nice ball movement by Washington. Outside, Wall. Another one falls for Washington.
It does not matter who's on Wall. When he's near the rim, he's determined to score.
The 76ers trail by 11. The dish to Fultz. Here's Embiid. Gortat with the block. Outside, Wall. He dishes it to Gortat. Outside, Wall. Pass to Gortat. Gortat, great positioning on the putback. And the Wizards lead by 13.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And the 76ers decide to take their first timeout here.
And it's the little things that Marcin Gortat is so good at that helps you at that center position. His awareness of space, strong in the pick and roll, and also a solid finisher at the rim.
Bradley Beal's checked in for Washington. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Simmons checked in for Saric. Robert Covington comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. J.J. Redick's checked in for Fultz. And Jared Bayless subbed in for T.J. McConnell. And with Gortat, it's those little things like setting timely screens or Greg moving to open up room for others that make him so valuable.
Kevin, he is deadly in the pick and roll. One of the best screeners in terms of his effectiveness to create space. And usually he's near the top of the league in terms of baskets that are created off of his screens.
Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Embiid with a screen on Wall, and Simmons kicks to Embiid. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Over to the wing. Outside, Wall. Fires from the line, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Now Simmons, he has 6. Dishes to Covington, he feeds it to Bayless. Outside, Simmons. Covington setting the pick for Simmons. Embiid with a screen on Gortat. The 3 from Simmons, but they get it back. Bayless the pass to Redick. Can't hit from in close. Wizards leading by 15. And here's Oubre. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Wall. No good, shot missing. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. Now here's Bayless, covered by Wall. Bayless dishes to Simmons. Embiid the screen. Trying to get back on track. Simmons missing again.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
It's tipped. Outside, Redick. The pass to Bayless. Embiid with a screen on Wall. There's the pick. A 3 from Simmons. He can't get that one to fall. Gortat with the defensive effort.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Left side, Scott. Outside, Beal. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And Simmons kicks to Embiid. And it falls over the rim and in. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
I love how Simmons sets the floor. So good at spotting his teammates for high percentage shots.
Wall with it. 11 points in the game. It's good. That's 7 points for Bradley Beal.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
And the 76ers call time here. I think everyone can now agree that John Wall is one of the better point guards in the NBA.
No doubt. At this point, when you factor in his production, he's got to be in the top 5, if not top 3 guards in the league. One of the better passers we have as well. It's just hard to find guards that can create so easily the way Wall can.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for Washington. Porter comes in for Kelly Oubre.
Spotting up and knocking it down. The big man, Johnson, can't be left alone.
Wall passes to Beal. Screen by Smith. And a wide open look for Porter. Misses the 3. The 76ers trail by 13. And Bayless kicks to Simmons. Back to Bayless. Johnson the screen. Shoots from the elbow. Bayless's shot is off.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes, but still get the wrong result.
Now here's Wall. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Amir Johnson did not like that one.
Gotta enjoy watching Wall take flight. He's a sensational dunk artist.
Special thanks to Under Armour for that sweet replay we just saw. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Outside, Simmons. Redick is in the corner. Second shot opportunity, and Simmons with the layup. Simmons got 8 points.
What an incredible effort from Simmons, using his length so well when he's hitting the boards.
All with it, now guarded by Redick. And Wall kicks to Beal. Screen by Smith. Beal drives in over Simmons, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The feed now to Redick. Over to Wall. Wall with a block.
Oh, the height Wall possesses, it allows him to get up to these type of blocks. Shooters have to be aware of his reach.
Yep, it counts. 10 points for Ben Simmons.
And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
Right side Wall. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Wizards lead by 13.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Here's the screen. Johnson the screen, and the wide open shot from Redick. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Now here's Wall. He's covered closely. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got the fast break chance. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. First free throw is good. And Chris, one of the rare honors for an NBA player is to have their jersey retired. The Kings retired your number 4. What does an honor like that feel like? What does that mean to you?
Man, it meant so much to have my jersey retired. I was there with my family, my wife, my brothers, sisters, parents, and everyone. And so it was just a really, really great moment. You know, when you're playing the game, you can really, we say enjoy the process, but you never really can really enjoy it day to day because you're always thinking ahead, trying to get better. And so it was just a really cool moment to sit back and think about all the positive things we did in the city, for the city, and definitely for the game of basketball. So it was a great feeling, and, you know, Sacramento forever. I thank them for that, and I love them there.
Wonderful years, indeed.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's a screen by Gortat. It's Wall with the drive. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And some changes here for the 76ers. Fultz comes in for Robert Covington. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Jared Bayless. Clock at 6. Smith kicks to Porter. Takes the 13-footer, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Porter's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pass to Fultz. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Porter. Fultz dishes to Saric. Philadelphia moving the ball around. No good from Luwawu. Washington leading now by 8. There's a screen by Gortat. Outside Porter. Gortat with the screen for Wall. To the paint. And it's Gortat. That time on the assist from Wall. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one. The 76ers trail by 10. Kicks it to Fultz. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Porter. Passes it to McConnell. Feeds to Johnson. Shoots over Gortat. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's a great job to converge on him inside and prevent that easy look.
And again, Otto Porter. And now it's a 12-point Wizards lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now, here's McConnell. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Johnson with a screen on Wall. Screen by Sharch. Here's Luwawu. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. And so it's the Washington Wizards ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He ended up with 15 points, 4 assists, and 1 steal. He struggled in their last game, but he's not having any problems tonight. Really good first half for him. He was right on the mark. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Well, they just didn't produce enough offense. I don't know if it's because they were expending so much energy on the defensive end, but clearly they have to take a look at this. What plays are we calling? And how can we improve that? And they have to do it fast, because if they don't, this game is going to run away from them.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
Welcome back, folks. A lot to see in that shot from high above Washington, the Capitol, the Supreme Court, the Lincoln Memorial. That is one heck of a view. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. An exceptional performance from John Wall.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
Oh, well, he's a tricky cover. He does a good job of sensing the defense, making the right move at the right time.
All right, the second half beginning in just a moment. Here is Wall. The explosive backcourt is Wall and Beal at the 1 and 2. Porter is out there with Smith. And it's Gortat in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the rope for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. Beal from long range. Simmons pulls it in. Simmons got his 4th rebound in this one.
You know, for a while now, the Wizards felt that they are just one key piece away from being a major player in the East. And they've yet to find that player in free agency, but to their credit, they've tried a number of times.
Washington with the ball after the Sixers pick up 2. Fires top of the key. No good off the front iron. The 76ers trail by 7. Bayless the pass to Embiid, and Embiid throws it down.
A power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And with the Wizards and free agency, they missed out on Durant and Horford, to name a few.
And really, the last major signing they had was Agent Zero, Gilbert Arenas. Unfortunately, the Wizards have had some bloated contracts on their books.
Here's Bayless after the basket by Washington. Outside, Simmons. Embiid sets the pick for Simmons. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
Yet another easy make. They're really cooking now after making their 3rd straight shot to begin this half.
Screen by Smith, and Wall kicks to Beal. Smith with a screen on Simmons. Here's Beal. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Beal's got 9.
Wow, Beal is so tough to slow down. Even when you body him on the drive, he sticks with the shot.
And Bayless kicks to Covington. They set the pick to the middle. Here's Embiid, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Embiid's got 4 points now in the quarter.
They've been very sharp to start the half. A perfect 4 for 4 from the field.
Here is Wall. He's got 15. Shoots over Bayless, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. 17 points for John Wall.
But you really can't do anything else defensively. Wall is an all-star caliber player. He's skilled at knocking down these difficult type shots.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Now here's Wall. He's got 17. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
That free throw, no good. And Chris, you spent a handful of years in Washington. When you look back to that time in your career, is there a favorite moment that stands out to you?
Well, it was early in my career when I was with Washington, and I learned a lot about the league. And I think ending the Washington playoff drought that they had been in for so many years was part of the reason why I wanted to go there, and that was a lot of fun. Making my first All-Star team as well was pretty cool.
And you look back to last season, the Wizards started slow, but something clicked for them halfway through the year, Chris, and they were able to turn things around.
Well, just with all the talk about how the Wizards should rebuild, it seems like they pulled it together. They took some time to get things right with the new coach, and the lead stripe on the team disappeared once they started winning.
There's a screen by Gortat. Beal with it, now guarded by Redick. They set the pick. The dish now to Oubre. He kicks the Wall. 6 on the shot clock. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
The superb strength from the crafty guard. Wall's used to getting knocked around. He sticks with his shot.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Simmons, a screen on Wall. Embiid, the screen. It's Redick on the wing. Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And they have come out of halftime in fuego.
Beal against Redick. Wall dishes to Beal. And stolen by Redick. And now the 76ers on the break. Redick's got the ball, and Simmons slams it in.
And the variety that Simmons offers on offense is huge. It's pretty much pick your poison with him.
Outside, Wall. Shoots over Bayless, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Wall's got 8 points here in this quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And I'll tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
The 76ers have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
One shot, gentlemen.
The Wizards have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Outside, Porter. Back to Wall. Gortat with the screen for Wall. Looking for Gortat. He gets it there. And good. Coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, look, I just like how Gortat is using his size inside. He has a wonderful touch on these interior shots.
Embiid the screen. Outside, Redick. He dishes it to Simmons. And the layup's good off the glass. Simmons got 20.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Oubre, no one around him. Off target from outside. 76ers trailing. Now Covington. Redick is in the corner. Clock at 6. For the lead. Rebounded by the Wizards. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And here is Beal. He's got 9. Gortat, the pass to Wall. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's foul number 2 for him. Saric is checked in for the 76ers. Fultz comes in for Jared Bayless. Long range from the inbound. Rebound by the 76ers. Simmons got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to Fultz. Dishes it to Saric. Gortat with the block.
Oh, that's just the long wingspan of Gortat. I mean, it's highly effective, especially how he swats away shots.
Oubre, and stolen by Simmons. Up top, Covington, guarded by Porter, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Saric. Johnson, he's checked in for Robert Covington. The Wizards with the lead.
Yeah, Kelly Oubre, the first rounder out of Kansas. I mean, he's a player that still has some development to do. Looks great in open court, needs to be more consistent.
Gortat with the screen for Wall. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Wall is great at using his body inside. Isn't afraid to throw his weight around down there.
And for Kelly Oubre, the shot is coming along. Has been taking more threes, Chris, but it's just a matter of time probably being able to do it for long stretches in a game.
Yeah, different players take different amounts of time to figure that out. He needs the confidence to take his man off the dribble. Slowly, he's starting to trust himself more.
Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. The 76ers trail by 4. Johnson the screen. Fultz with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Gortat against Simmons. Shot clock at 6. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And finished off by Porter.
Porter can run the floor. He flies down the court like a track sprinter. Tough to keep up with.
And that replay presented by Under Armour showing us the fantastic steal that led to that fast break finish. Another unleashed chaos moment. Now here's Simmons. He's got 20. Here's Saric. That misses off the backboard. Washington leading now by 6. Outside, Beal. And Wall kicks to Porter. Now the pass to Gortat. Back to Wall. Nice ball movement by Washington. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody back. And Simmons slams it in.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
Now here's Wall. 26 points for him. He feeds it to Gortat. And he's fouled on the shot. One free throw coming up.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
A lot of players who are the age of Gortat would have started to slow down a bit. He's bucking that trend and continues to produce well. A very steady presence for his team in the paint.
And the 76ers making a change here. McConnell's checked in.
One shot, mind the lanes.
Chris with Gortat, as you mentioned, he's right up there in age, but he's still doing what he's done his whole career.
Yeah, and a lot of it has to do with just how efficient Gortat has been as a scorer his whole career. He knows exactly what he can do and can't do in the paint when he's facing up. He has a career field goal percentage that's around 55. I mean, that's very strong numbers for him. I'm sure he thought that was good when it left his fingertips. Matter of fact, I know he did.
No one near Wall as he lets it go. Bangs home the trifecta.
He's taking over the game. Their lead's going to get even bigger if he keeps this up.
Timeout called the 76ers. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And here's McConnell following the three-pointer by John Wall. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Left side, Beal. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, look, I love the confidence of Bill, but when you work that hard in the offseason and you have a jump shot that wet, I guess it's easy to embrace the punishment.
This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
The first free throw is good.
Now, the potential this kid Bill has is incredible. He's already a dynamic scorer, and he continues to get better every offseason.
And both free throws good for Beal.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
To the paint, they need this, and it's Fultz getting it to go. Fultz has got his first basket of the night.
How about the confidence level with which Fultz plays? When he's close to the basket, he keeps his eyes focused on the rim at all times.
Now here's Beal, 11 points in the game. It's stolen by Fultz. There's the feed to Johnson. Here's Luwawu, guarded by Porter, takes the 13-footer. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Šarić. All with it, he has 29. Outside, Porter. Back to Wall, 5 to shoot. There's a screen by Gortat. Off the screen. He doesn't hit that one. Excellent D there by Johnson. The 76ers trail by 8. 1:52 left in the third quarter. Luwawu, the pass to Šarić. Shoots over Oubre. The shot by Šarić, no good. Washington leading now by 8. Porter dishes the Wall. It's Beal at the elbow. Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up.
Oh, I like watching Bill go to town inside. He has a great understanding for how to score close to the bucket.
And last season, Greg, you heard a lot of names brought up for most improved player in the league, and Otto Porter was one of them.
I mean, and I think for Porter, the change came when he just felt more comfortable from deep in terms of shooting. He always had a solid mid-range game, but now he looks comfortable from deep and has become one of the bigger threats we have in the league.
Free throw good, Beal. We've got 1:18 left in the third. Screen by Saric. Fultz kicks to Saric. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The 76ers have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them.
Two shots.
And that one falls from Saric. Good on both. And the Wizards with possession. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Ball passes to Beal. Porter kicks to Oubre. Over Saric. That one a little long. The 76ers trail by 9. There's 45 seconds left in the third. Johnson left side. Now here's Fultz. He's covered by Beal. Shot clock at 5. Good on the three-point shot. Luwavu's got 15.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
Wall dishes to Smith. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Beal, and finished off by Beal.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. There's the pick. Johnson with a screen on Wall. Pass to Luwawu. Shoots a 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. John Wall getting it done for Washington. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. Back right after this. Three quarters in the books, folks. Glad to have you with us. Welcome back as we get going. The 76ers trail by 8. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And so, in the game for the 76ers, McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. Amir Johnson is out there with Dario Saric, and it's Luwawu in at the 3. Fires from 18. Oubre can't get it to go. Philadelphia has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. The shot by Saric, no good. Wizards leading by 8. Now here's Beal. Shot by Wall. Saric grabs the board.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Over in the corner, Fultz. Screen by Saric. Now here's Fultz. He's covered closely. Shot clock at 6. McConnell kicks to Saric. Again, the miss by Saric.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
Screen by Smith. Off the left rim and out. The 76ers trail by 8. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Screen by Sharch. McConnell passes to Johnson. Back to McConnell. Lets it go with a three. Another miss by Philadelphia. Washington leading now by 8. Smith right side. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Smith's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Wizards. And the 76ers call time here.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about are the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Johnson. Robert Covington comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. J.J. Redick's checked in for Fultz. And Jared Bayless subbed in for T.J. McConnell. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He said, fellas, I know you're tired, but you can't coast now. You've got to go harder. This game is in sight. We got to power through and get it. Words from a champion. Back to you.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you better wrap Porter up on these type of shots. When you don't, he fends off the contact well and finishes in style.
Bayless dishes to Covington. And he banks in the layup.
You can't pass up a shot from such short range.
Wizards leading by 11. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And Wall kicks to Oubre. Passes it to Wall. Oubre with it. Now guarded by Saric. Washington needs to get a shot off here. It's Porter outside. And again, Washington with the triple.
When Porter first came into the league, he didn't have this shot. Now he's a knockdown perimeter shooter.
Bayless the pass to Embiid. Embiid with a screen on Wall. Bayless. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
At the line, 76ers, Jared Bayless. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
The Wizards making a switch here. Gortat's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Simmons is checked in. Both free throws good from Bayless. Fourth quarter of play and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's Wall. Out to Smith. Launches it. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got his 9th assist in the game now.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Now here's Bayless. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Back to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
They can't shake Simmons. He is very used to getting hit. Even with contact, he can finish strong.
And Wall kicks to Porter. Back to Wall. Screen by Smith. Wall draws the double. Shot clock at 5. Here's Beal. That's short off the rim.
Now look, if he can start turning some of these misses into makes, their lead is going to take a big jump.
And Bayless kicks to Redick. Beal with the steal. Outside, Wall. And it's Smith, top of the key. Again, the Wizards score.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Now Bayless kicks it to Simmons. Embiid the screen. Simmons passes to Bayless.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Philadelphia, Jared Davis, taking 2 shots.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Bayless. Wizards leading by 13. And here's Wall. Outside Porter. Back to Wall. The 3. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
He continues to be their go-to guy. If they close this game out, his stamp will be all over this one.
Now here's Bayless, covered by Wall. And Simmons kicks to Bayless. And the 76ers get it back. Another shot. Gortat with the defensive effort. Washington has gotten in the groove from three-point range. They are 4 for 4 since the third quarter ended. High post shot. Wall, no luck. The 76ers trail by 16. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
For Washington, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. Smith with a screen on Simmons. Wall draws the double.
Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. You two.
And here are the 76ers now. Philadelphia's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Embiid with the screen on Wall. Embiid the screen. Covington kicks to Simmons. 6 to shoot. He's off on that one. Excellent defense there from Smith. Washington leading now by 14. And it's Wall in the corner. Wall draws the double.
Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. You two.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. The 76ers trail by 14. Bayless with it. Outside, Redick. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive wins out.
Now here's Porter. From deep, Wall, and the 3 ball is good. Wall's got 35.
Let's see, Wall is so quick. He loves catching the D off guard. If you're not right up on him, he's going to score it quick.
Embiid sets the pick for Simmons. Buries it down low. Simmons got 16 here in the second half.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Beal dishes the Wall. And stolen by Simmons. From 18 feet away. Rebound by the Wizards. At one point, they led by 16.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall, they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Screen by Smith. Wall draws the double. Feeds to Gortat. The Wizards working the ball around now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Porter. Got a hand on it. Simmons with it. He's picked up by Wall. Simmons passes to Embiid. They set the screen. Embiid with a screen on Beal. The shot by Redick, no good. Washington leading now by 13. And Wall kicks to Porter. Back to Wall. And Wall slams it home.
Look, Wall can be one of the most dangerous scorers in the game, especially when he gets hot. Keep getting him the rock.
Timeout called the 76ers. Look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
Oh, he's tearing them to shreds, and I'm sure the only thing they're talking about in this timeout is what to do about him.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, John Wall.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The better he played, the more these fans got revved up. And that continued to play out over the course of his amazing performance. Bayless dishes to Redick. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Embiid the pass to Redick. Over Beal. Redick can't get that one to fall. Wizards leading by 15. Now here's Wall. There's a screen. He kicks it to Beal. Outside, Wall. Courts out with the screen for Wall. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The 76ers trail by 15. Here's Bayless. The dish to Covington. That's good, and so Bayless with the assist. Covington's got 5 points now this quarter.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Here's Wall, and misses it off the right side of the rim. Philadelphia's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And Redick kicks to Embiid. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
You can't find much better shot than that.
One shot, gentlemen.
And the free throw, no good. Washington leading now by 10. Screen by Smith. And stolen by Simmons. And Bayless kicks to Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
What strength on the slam from Simmons. Punching it home and sending a real message there.
Outside, Wall. Smith sets the pick for Wall. Smith outside. Back to Wall. Outside, Beal. Just 5 on the clock. Porter dishes to Beal. And just miss after miss right now. Redick against Beal. That one's good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Redick.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
And it's blocked by Embiid.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
But even if they make it, you got to foul quick or this is over. It's a wrap.
And so he draws the foul on the shot, a trip to the line to shoot two. That's on Marcin Gortat.
Gotta admire the hard work by Simmons, a genius at drawing contact.
Now, gentlemen, two shots. Roof shots.
He gets the first, and that brings them within 5. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And Washington has possession. At one point, they led by 16. And an intentional foul right there.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Bradley Beal. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And those free throws, they're like little daggers, carving them out a bigger cushion.
And the 76ers call time here. They're down by 6. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And they still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Oh, anything's possible, but they're going to have to be perfect the rest of the way just to even have a chance.
And so they foul intentionally.
At the line for your Wizards, Otto Porter. 2 shots.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, the versatility of Porter is huge. I mean, he's an outstanding perimeter defender, in addition also to being a proven scorer.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Now the 76ers with it.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you know they like to have some plays back, especially a couple of those stupid ones from earlier. But I tell you what, they'll learn from this.
The 76ers with another miss. And so Washington takes the win. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks. With John Wall. John, it sure looks like the chemistry is coming together. What is the bond like with your teammates?
We enjoy playing with each other. We have great chemistry. We all work hard, and we know how much we mean to each other, how much we work every day, and we just try to keep getting better each game.
Well, the work is paying off, John. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.